Hello and welcome to my channel. And yeah, finally I'm ready to start this Hexcrawl adventure that I mentioned a few videos ago. Unfortunately, I was really busy and I got sick as well. Um, we are going to play Heroes of Adventure, and I I've prepared some kind of framework to play this adventure. Um, and actually, I started with just some ideas, but then I had a lot of ideas, and in the end, I was almost writing a book. So I just gave up and just tried to make it a little bit simpler. So these are the rules, and they are not fully ready. Um, Now they are more like bullet points. Just says that I'm going to roll every day the weather. Um, my day is going to be divided into 3 turns: morning, afternoon, and night. Sorry, I'm still sick. I'm getting better, but my voice is not so so good. But moving to a hex. The party has 2 movement points that I'm going to call MP, and we basically spend MP to move from one hex to another. However, depending on the terrain, if it's open terrain, it costs 1 MP, one movement point. If it is a difficult terrain, it costs 2 movement point. And this is just something that I think might be useful. I'm not going to track miles anymore. It's too complicated. I don't want to uh, keep track on it. So I just want to make things simpler. Roll for an encounter every turn, and roll for a point of interest as well every turn. And I put just some references from the referee's guide that I'm going to use. I don't want to use a lot of books here. I would like to keep it really simple. And yeah, otherwise I started by check a lot of books. I brought Forbidden Lands, even the Hexcrawl adventures that I mentioned before from Basic Fantasy, and a lot of other stuff. And in the end, I said, man, there are too many sources. And in the end, it's going to be really complicated to play with all these books on table. So I just decided to make it simple. So I'm going to use these and maybe 1 or 2 other source books, but let's see. And we can take an action after we roll a counter and point of interest. We can always have take an action, and basically during the action, the actions that we have available are travel. So we can travel from one hex to another by spending the movement points. And in order to travel, we should roll navigate, and I just create some kind of uh, ideas. If I have a critical failure, if I have a failure, if I have a success, or if I have a critical success. So I could have some different results here, just to try to have this already done, instead of creating every time what should happen. And I can roll scouting for scouting too, in order to detect if I have an encounter. I can just see it before it sees me, and so on. So I have some outcomes from the results too. I was considering of creating some kind of explore action, but I'm still working on it. I'm not sure how it could work, so I just keep it in blank for now. Uh, and I've created hunt, forage, and fish. I just put all together in the same action, so I can just choose. I'm going to hunt, forage, or fish. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's going to be basically the same role. I want really to make it simple, and I have some outcomes too for camping and watch during the night, I have other things. Um, I was working on a event table. Basically, sometime when I fail, or even if something good happens, if I succeed, I could just roll on an event table to see what happens. But in the end, I didn't came up with a lot of ideas, or actually, I got a lot of ideas, but it was too much. Basically, I was trying to combine several sources into one, and I was spending a lot of my time on it. So I just gave up on it. Basically, we have, I would say, four outcomes. If I need to run an event, it could be. I didn't take note on it. Actually, I should have done this, but it could be a weather something. The weather could be worsen or something like this. The other thing was an accident. Could happen. Someone could fall or twist an ankle or something. Other two. One was regarding resources, like gear, a piece of equipment could break, or maybe food could get rotten. And the fourth one was difficult terrain. Something in the terrain. The path could be blocked, or maybe some kind of obstacle in the way that they would need to face, like a river that they need to cross or something like this. So only these four, and I could have taken note on it, and if I need to roll an event, I could just roll a d4 and then see. Yeah. But I just wrote this as a reference. If I need to generate stuff, I'm going to use the tables from the referee's guide. Once again, the referee's guide has a lot of tables, and it's going to take some time if I need to roll some stuff. So what I mean with this is, if you like to see the whole thing, the whole process, how rolling tables, creating stuff and so on from scratch, this is the video for you. Otherwise, I think it could be a little bit boring, but I'm going to try my best to avoid this boringness in this video. Another thing that I'm going to use here, I've decided to not create actually, because I just got it from the internet as well. I'm going to, I already mentioned it in other videos, but I'm going to use hexflower. So I have this one for the weathers, and I have this one for the terrain generator. So I just printed them, and then I'm going to keep them on the table. And basically what I'm going to do is, for instance, I could get a token and put here. I need to decide where I'm going to start, but let's see if I start here in the middle, for instance, and I could roll 2d6 and 11, and I have this reference here, and 11 means that I need to move to this direction. I like hex flowers because they are basically random tables. I'm quoting tables, of course it's not a table, but it's like a random table with memory, because the last result is always here, and every new result is based on the last result. So if I roll again, for instance, I got 11 again, so I go to this direction, and if I need to go here, just go from here to here, and if I need to go down, I just go to this direction, and that's it. And if I have X this cross, red cross, I cannot go into this direction. It means that I just stay here. And I have the same for terrains. And one special rule that I'm going to use here is every time that I go back to the middle, I have a symbol here, megalith. I just got this from the internet, as I said. But every time that I come here, meaning in the center, I will go. If I go back to the center, it means that I'm going to find an adventure site or something like this. Okay, so basically this is what I'm going to use. My references, my reference guide, and these guys here, these hex flowers. And one might ask, oh, and what about your oracle? Yeah, I do have oracles in the book itself. So if I go here, the book has these rules, and they have some tables. And the fate table in the page 7 of the referee's guide can be used as an oracle, because if I roll a 1d20, it says what happens. So there is no, how can I say this, likelihood level here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 2 d20s, and if it's something that I think that it's more likely to happen, I will just choose the dice that match better with the results. And the same for disadvantage. I will roll 2 d20 and keep the worst result in the situation. And that's it. So before we start, let's just revisit our characters. We have Thomas, and Thomas is a human ranger pathfinder, and we have Ragnar, a warrior soldier, Northman, so he's a dwarf. We have Phineas, and Phineas is a druid seeker, wildling, meaning half elf, and Willow, it's a mage sorcerer, and he is a wild folk. It's a elf. It's an elf from D&D, for instance. Yeah, and one asked me if I'm going to create some kind of backstory for them, and I didn't have any plans to create a story. I just would like to play as exactly as a hex scroll, traditional hex scroll. The backstory, although I rolled in the past when I created these characters, I rolled their backgrounds and so on. I have these somewhere, but I'm going to keep this simple. These 4 guys here, they are reaching this new area, this new continent, and in the past, this continent was like a place where a lot of people lived, but there was a war here, and darkness just took all the whole place, and people just escaped from this continent to other areas. And then hundreds of years later, the kingdom, one kingdom, decided to go back to revisit these lands, thinking that maybe now it's a good opportunity to expand and maybe even occupy these lands. So we have these explorers arriving to these lands in order to explore and bring some useful information to the lords, and of course get some treasures for themselves too. And this is where we start. So I said previously that we are going to start in this hex. Everything here is water, so maybe I could just say water here. I'm not good drawer. My drawing skills are not so good, but I'm trying to do my best. So, and this is where we are, this small settlement in the south. And let's just see what type of terrain it is. I'm going to keep my, how can I see this? can I do this? Maybe I just keep this here and this one here. Yeah, maybe this would work. Yeah, so they arrived here. They stayed here for a few days, and they are in town. And one thing that we can do here is I just created this in a settlement. We can look for rumors or quests. We can research old maps or books, or if we find something, or we can look for services or equipment and so on. And then we can roll our skill to see if we succeed or not. So I think that we can just look for some kind of rumor. But before that, let's see what type of terrain we are right now, because I didn't decide it. We have, if I'm not wrong, 10 types, 1, 2, 3, yes, 10 types of terrain, except this one. I'm just going to roll 1d10 and see. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's just arable lands. I would say plains. So it's just a plain. So how can I just draw this? There's nothing there, so just plains. Yep. I'm making it simple, so I'm not sure if there is a river or not. Maybe I should have something in order to see if we have a river, but let's just make it simple. As I said, okay, never mind. So we are in this terrain plane, so it means that we are here. Cool. Let's check the weather as well, just to see. Where should I start? I do not know. I'm going to just put here and roll and see. So 6 means that they go down, so we have some sun behind the clouds, so it's not so hot and not so cold. It's okay. And we can try to find something, some kind of rumor, and I'm going to roll a guile, and no one has guile actually, and so I'm going to just roll 1d20 for one of them. It doesn't matter, they all have the same skill. The level 12, and 12 is a success because the moderate, if I'm not wrong, is only 10. If I need to roll something, we can check the rules. Where are they? Yeah, moderate 10. Is it moderate? I would say yeah. So we found a rumor. Maybe nothing fancy, but we found a rumor. Let me see. Let's generate a rumor just to see what's happening. Hopefully it's something outside. Rumors, page 26. 26. Okay, so rumors, they can be used as adventure hooks, clues, setting details, events, NPC or factions activities. So there are some explanations here how to use rumor. I'm going to roll several times here. First, let's see, 11. It says a legendary monster. Great, I already love it. So a legendary monster. I think I should keep notes on it somewhere. Let's just write this here. So legendary monster. So what is the event related to it? 19. Theft, loss, or dispose? Loss? Okay, let me just put loss here. And object. 3. Building or place? Okay, cool. Okay, and complication 2. Bigger picture or threat, or big threat, bigger picture or threat. Oh, okay. 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 I like it. Legendary monster and laws. I understand these laws as some group of explorers. They are gone. They left and they believe it that there is this legendary monster that are basically in a specific place, um, living in this place, and some explorers are going there and they are not coming back. The threat, bigger threat, this is the complication. As we are not sure yet about what is this legendary monster, I'm not sure the threat, so I'm just going to put this as a question mark on both, and this is the only thing that we know. Do we know the direction of this place? Do we know that? I'm going to ask the oracle for that, or actually I could just, no, I need to know if, let's see. First, I would say that this is not something really simple to know. We just know that some groups of explorers are going to somewhere and they are not coming back. And it's heard that there is this legendary monster. It could be a lie or it could be true. We do not know. It is just a rumor right now. But let's see if I can find someone that knows at least the direction to this place. And I'm going to say that this is a challenging um, um, a task to be done. So the target number is going to be 15, and I do not have any other die to help me here. And I rolled a 7, meaning that I fail on it. So I do not know where it is, have no clue. The only thing that we know is that there is some kind of monster. At least we believe that there is some kind of monster, and we need to pay attention. So this is our, I would say, first week in this settlement. And we've decided that we should move. And in order to move, as I said, we need basically to pick a direction, and we need to spend our movement points. One thing that I just forgot to create, actually I should have printed too, but I just forgot, was my I have morning, I have afternoon, and I have night. And I would say that first thing in the morning, and I'm going to put here, hopefully you can see it, morning. So this is my morning, and I can take an action, and my action is going to be, I'm going to move to this hex here. So what should I do in order to move to this hex? I need to roll senses, and let's see who has the better senses. I have a d4 here, I have a d4 here too. So both my druid Phineas or my mage, my sorcerer Willow, have a senses d4. So I'm going to just roll just to see if they succeed. But first I need to see the weather, because if the weather is not so good, and even the terrain, I need to see the terrain, because they both can affect the DC that I need to roll. So let's see. First the weather. Let's roll the weather here. 7 and 7. Okay, so it's still a normal day. And let's roll the terrain. It's 11. 11, I go to this direction here. So it's a light forest. So light forest, I'm going just to put one single tree here. It's a light forest, and we are moving into this direction. Okay, light forest, I would say open terrain. The weather is good, So my target number is going to be 10 as a um, moderate task. So let's roll, and I rolled a 6 in my scout, meaning that if I have an encounter, I'm going to be I need to face it. If it was a critical failure, I would be surprised by it, but as it was a failure, I cannot avoid it. I need to face the encounter. Okay, and I need now to roll navigate. I can use my lore. If I know the place already, if it was something that I already knew, I could use lore, or if I have a map. But as I do not, I should use my wilderness survival. And as Willow is scouting, I cannot use him as the navigator, so I can use. Actually, I'm going to use Thomas because Thomas has a D6 in wilderness survival. And let's see how much I roll. So it's going to be target number 10. Whoa, 11. Okay, so a success. Success means that I travel with no delays. Great. So I go from this hex to this hex, and I'm going to roll an encounter and a discovery or a point of interest. And for that, I'm going to roll 1d6, and if I roll 1 and in a d6, it's going to be an encounter. If I roll 1 in a d8, I'm going to have a discovery. However, I think that I'm going to use the Scarlet Hero's idea of increasing every time a d8. If I do not get 1, I increase this to 1 or 2. If I do not roll 1 or 2, I'm going to increase the next time to 1, 2, or 3, and so on. However, for the encounter, it's always 1. I was considering of using the approach of the referee's guide that says that I should roll a d20 and increase the number every time that I don't roll the exact number for that. However, as I have a really small hex, and as I do not have anything prepared, I just tested it, and I could cross almost the whole map without no encounters, and this is not interesting to me. So I'm just going to keep the approach that we have in the Scarlet Hero. So let's see if I have an encounter and or a point of interest, and I don't. So we go to this hex with no problems, no delays at all. I spent one action for that, one movement point, and I should continue. Now we are in the afternoon, and I can move again. So I'm going to keep going into this direction here. So let's see what is the terrain type. 7, if I'm not wrong. 7 should go down. Yes, and hills. So we have hills. Okay, hills. And let's see if we find something. Oh, an encounter. We have an encounter. Actually, I didn't roll the travel skill and the senses. Let's roll senses first. 17. Okay, so it's success mean that I can avoid the encounter because I could see it first. And let's roll the navigate. Yeah, navigate. Whoa, 5. Whoa. Okay, so it means that I should roll an event. Okay, an event. I said 4 things that could happen. An accident, accident. Weather could be worse. Something on the terrain, or something regarding resources. So I'm going to include these later in my document. I'm going to roll a d4 just to see what event could happen. 3, terrain. Okay, so something in the terrain. So something is blocking us. So let me roll the encounter first to see what is the encounter. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a battle. It could be someone. It could be something helpful. So let's see, 15. Encounters. Oh no, it's encounter generator. Random encounters, 36. Yeah, great. Okay, so I need to first see what is this encounter. Is 17 a plot monster? Okay, a plot monster. The only monster that we have currently as a plot monster is the legendary monster, right? This is the only thing. So just take notes here. Plot monster. Motivation 13. Raiding or fighting? Okay, fighting someone or some another creature, maybe. Reaction when they see me, favorable. Okay, any complication? 2, bigger picture or threat? The same complication. Okay, this big picture or threat, it just makes this worth. When we say legendary monster, I just think, okay, it's a dragon. I only think, okay, this is a dragon. But it could be, what could be worse than a dragon? Do we have dragons here? Let's see. Otherwise I can just convert from, yes, we do have. So we have dragon on page 27. And a dragon, it's really powerful creature. What is worth than a dragon? Do you know? I know. 2 dragons. Exactly. I can see that this is what's happening here. There are 2 dragons, and they are fighting to each other, and they are destroying everything that they find. And I do not know why they fight to each other. However, there are some ideas here that we can roll in the book to see the lore and get some hooks. So as I said that we have 2 dragons, I'm going to roll for the first dragon. So dragon 1 and dragon 2. So first dragon has lore. Let's see what it says. 5. Dragons can soar across the skies at a great speed, causing a sonic boom when they appear. I like it. Okay, I would say just sonic boom. The first one is really fast. And a hook for it. 3. Scouring the land, marking its territory with a trail of destruction. Whoa. Cool. Trail of destruction. Destruction. Okay, the other dragon. 1. The last of ancient and immortal giant dragons. Each one is named. Okay. So, last of the ancient immortal giant dragons. Okay, so he's not the last, but I would say that he's an ancient, he's a powerful, ancient dragon. And maybe he's kind of a different species of dragon, a different type of dragon, but too powerful. And the other one is, I would say, younger, but maybe it's fighting, it's trying to defeat it in order to get his lands. And let's see the hooks for it. And it's the same, Tray of Destruction for both. So, Trails of Destruction. Whoa, okay, this is really great. Okay, so as they are crossing the lands, they just see these. I think as one of them can just create this sonic boom effect. I believe that they just look at the sky. They are in these hills area, so it's like a little bit higher. As they could see it, and as they have the possibility of avoid this encounter, I would say that they see it, and this dragon just pass through them without noticing them. But it's a really noise out loud, and whoa, what is that? And it's a huge dragon, and they are really afraid of it. They try to hide in order to be and not to avoid of being seen by it. But then suddenly they see another dragon flying from another direction, and they are facing each other, and they are breathing fire to each other. And one of them fall and destroy a lot of trees and even the vegetation, and maybe some ruins there and so on. So they are fighting, and definitely these guys should avoid these dragons. They are not going to face this, so they are too afraid of it. And whoa, these lands are not safe. Should we really be here? And they just talk to each other, and they decide to avoid this. They are not going to do anything at all. But we are aware that we have two dragons fighting in this region, and they just try to find some place. As I believe that the dragons just flew away, fighting, or maybe one of them just escaped, flew away, and the other just went to another direction, maybe. After some hours of combat, and those two, and then our explorers, they decide to go camping, and avoid these definitely. So I have here camping as well. We should roll wilderness survival, and I think Thomas, our pathfinder, is going to try to find the best place to camp. So let's roll 13, so it is a success, meaning that I can decrease the chance of an encounter. This is what I've created here. However, I'm just rolling 1d6, and I need to roll every turn, so during the night. So in order to decrease this chance, I'm going to roll 2d6, and I will get the best number. So the only way that I can have an encounter during the night is if I roll 2 once here. So let's see, and let me roll. So we are now in the night, during the night. Let me roll. Whoa, I got 1 and a 2. So I'm going to keep the 2. Okay, so no encounters during the night. We could sleep with no problems at all. Great. I need to spend some rations for the day. I think I bought rations for all of them. If I'm not, yes, I did. So this one now has 9. And rations 9. And this one has only 6, so it's going to be 5. Cool. Okay. So my idea was that in a hex, they could try to explore and maybe trying to find something here, maybe, but I do not know exactly how I could do this. So for now, I'm just going to keep moving to this direction to see what we can find. Or maybe now we go north. So I'm going north to see. So now we are in the morning again. I need to go and roll weather first. And it's 4. And 4 means that I need to go down here. So it's raining. It's a light rain. We can see the sun in the sky, but it's raining today. Okay, but it's not heavy. It's okay. And I need to roll that it's raining, and let's see the terrain here, what it is. And roll the 5. So still hills. So I have hills here too. Okay, and I need to roll first. I'm going to roll senses. Whoa, 20. Okay, it's a critical success because in Heroes of Adventure, if you roll 10 above the target number, you have a critical success. As the target number was 10, I rolled a 20, so critical success, great. So now let's roll navigate. Whoa, 25. So it's a critical success too. So meaning that I can find something positive, or I can roll a point of interest. Okay, cool. So first let's see. We can find something positive here. What could it be? I do not have any table for that. I should create this. But let's see if I have an encounter and or a point of interest. No, I don't. So, but as I rolled a critical success, I'm going to roll a point of interest here because I want to find something to explore. So let's see, point of interest. I have this written here. Page 23. So page 23. Okay, I'm going to roll 1d20 first to see what type. 17, it says a terrain. But terrain is not something that it's really, unless I roll. Okay, let's see what's the description. Description 19. Rotten. Number 8. Light wood. Okay, rotten light wood. So rotten light wood. Let me just take note on it. Rotten light wood. I'm going to roll a feature on it. There are two features. Let's see the first one, number 3, an adventure site. Okay, good. An adventure site. And the other one is a food source. Great. So yeah, so I think that we go through these hills, and then we see some a small uh, wood here, light wood, and we start going through these. I think that we find some rations, and as it is something positive, I'm going to roll 1d4, and let's see, 1d4 plus 2, and let's see how much rations we can add to our inventory. And it's 5, so as it is 5, I'm going to add 2 to this guy, so 7 here, and then 1 here. It goes back to 10. This guy goes back to 10, and this guy 10 as well. Great. Okay, so this is the good thing, and now we have an adventure site. What it is? Let's roll an adventure site. It's page. I have this noted here. 30. Okay, 30. What it is? Okay, let's see. First, let's roll a site type, and I definitely need to take some notes on it. So, site type 12, mountain or volcano. Okay, we're in the hills, but we found, as I'm combining several sources, I could say that in the hills maybe we have an interest or something to something, but let's see a geography if we have something better. Swamp or jungle? Rotten. Okay, rotten light forests and a swamp. I think that we have this, the forests start to be darker and rotten, and then we have this swamp. And as we in this hill area, I think that we find something. Let's see. We have a theme table. Let's see the theme. 15. Mysterious, strange. 18. Temple or Shire. Ooh, mysterious temple. So, mysterious temple. Okay. We can have some features. Let's see. The first feature says something that attacks. Ooh, this is not good. Something that attacks. It could be a trap. It could be a creature. And flora or fauna. Okay, so I believe there are some animals. So this is an old temple. We find this old temple. We have these tables here too that we can roll. The theme is mysterious, but this is site table. Yeah, so for the site I rolled mountain or volcano, right? So let me roll here on the mountain side, because this temple could be carved in the hills in this case. Let's see, 12 obsidian layers. Okay, and the theme is mysterious. So 14 obsidian again. Obsidian and swarm. Okay, swarm, something that attacks. I believe that they find these carved in the walls. They find these obsidian. Okay, it maybe it was a volcano in the past or something, but they find these carved. They find this secret passage. It wasn't secret actually. It was an entrance to some kind. It's kind of tunnel or something that was hidden through this vegetation, and they just, oh, I found something here, and they decide to go through this to this area, and yeah, so they are going to explore this. This is good. So um, as a GM, we know that there are something that attacks, and as there is this flora or fauna and swarm, I would say that we could have some kind of uh, living plants, rotten living plants that can attack our heroes here in this adventure site. I think this is interesting. Yeah, cool. Um, However, for that, I do not have anything special here that I could use to create a dungeon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw. I'm not sure if it's a big thing, although it says that it's a temple, but I don't think it's too big. Um, by using I could use the hex scroll or so many options. What could I use here? I could use maze rats too. For that, we have maze rats. We have scarlet heroes. Um, or the basic fantasy. I'm going to use the basic fantasy. What I think is it could be a shrine. I'm going to do something small. So I'm going to roll some dice here, and I'm going to draw a small map, and let's see what I can find. So basically, I need to get some uh, 2 dice of each type. So 2 of these, 2 of these. Yeah, it's not so. I do not have too much space here. I decided to not get my battle mat to make it simpler, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to. So do the 20s, do the 12, the 10s, the 8s, still miss 1, the 6 and the 4. So I need to roll them here. Okay. And okay, just so number 1, another passage or hole leaving the current room. So first let me try to draw how it would be. So something like this. Okay, maybe this is the area, and number 1 means that we have some kind of passage. It could be a hole, or it could be an exit to another room. So I'm going to just remove this. 2 could be stalagmite or full pillar, but I do not have any 2s. Number 3 is a chasm. So we have chasm here. Do I have another 3? Number 3, no. 4 raised area. So this area is raised. Okay, raised area. Number 5, water or stream or river. Okay, so I think we do have a river in this direction here. Okay, and here it is a raised area too. And yeah, we just leave the other numbers, and any maximum result is a monster. And if I'm not wrong, this is the only maximum result that we got. Let me see what monster we could have here. I could just check the monster guide. Let's see. Animals, plants. I'm going to get a plant. Page 52. Page 52. And it says a sword, so it should not be just one. I should have more. What kind of plants we could have? There is these plants here, and it could be 1d10. This is 1d6, 1d20. Oh, gas spore, 1d20. It's really good if I could have this. And there is this animated plant, but just one. So yeah, maybe this gas spore. Let me roll 1d20. 18. Whoa, a lot of them. Okay, so 18. I'm going to put our heroes here. Hero number 1, hero number 2, hero number 3, and hero number 4. And then I'm going to get 18 spores spreaded here. Yay. And they are going to explore this area without knowing that there are a lot of, I'm not counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Oh, here. Okay. Let me see. Number 1 is Thomas, but definitely Hagna is going to take the lead on it, because he is the soldier, he is the warrior. Let me just put that he's number 3, number 1, number 2, and number 4. I'm just taking note in my character sheet in order to identify who are them. So the number 3 goes first in the area, and then I think Thomas goes after him, and then the druid, and so maybe something like this. They enter the area. So let's just see what this creature can do. Okay, found the book. So 52, 53. Okay, it's here. So it says gas spore. I can roll a lore. And number 1, hard to spot amongst all the vegetation. Okay, so yeah, it's really hard to find them. Hooks. 1. Thick vegetation lays ahead, blocking your path. Okay, so as I said, the entrance was hidden by some kind of vegetation. They just cut this and they find this entrance and then just go inside. Combat. Okay, for combat they use gas in a short range area, and I need to roll 42 to 10 or we are impaired for 1 hour. Okay, so they do not cause damage in the end. What they do is basically make us roll with a disadvantage in the end. So they do not kill our characters. So what I'm going to do is to bring something more to the table here. However, I'm afraid that if I bring some kind of, maybe some kind of animal that is immune to these effects, special animal, I could do this. I could do this, I think. I'm going to get this lion, tiger, or as a reference, but in the end it's going to be just a weird creature that somehow is immune to the effect of the gas of these gas spores. So, but our heroes, they do not know it, so they just move it. So let me put the creature somewhere else. I'm going to use another die in order to identify the creature. And is the creature close to them? I'm not sure. Let's see, maybe the creature is sleeping, maybe not. I can use the oracle, or I can use, there is another table that is that's useful as well. Where is it? Okay, let me find this. Okay, the reaction table. Let me use the reaction table for the creature. 11. 11 says indifferent outcome on cautious. Okay, cautious. So as it is cautious, I would say I rolled, actually the max number was here, so I would say that the creature is here, up here, and I'm going to put the spores down below. So the creature is here. Is the creature sleeping? I do not know. Number 1, no, it's not sleeping, and some complication or constraint. And actually the creature already saw them approaching the area. The creature is watching them. Cool. So this is what we have. What should we do here? So I think they just want to explore, so they just go. I could roll senses just to see if anyone notes them, and I would say the challenge rate, it would be 15, because they are hidden in the vegetation, so it's really hard to see them. I could say even 20. Yeah, 20. 20 is the target number. I could roll for all of them. Yes, and then they would have more chances although just Willow and Phineas, or the Seeker and the Sorcerer, only them have senses, bonus of senses. So let's roll for Phineas. Whoa, 23! 23! Our Seeker, our Druid Seeker, he can see it. Let's see if someone else. The Sorcerer, 22. So he succeeds as well. Let's see Thomas. 2. No, he didn't. And Ragnar, 15. Okay. So actually Thomas had a critical failure. However, as he's here in the middle, I'm going to do this. Thomas just goes first as a critical success, and he's going to be affected by this spore. And although those two guys here, they succeeded it, they try to say, Thomas, be careful. There are some spores here. Can't you see it? And what? And it's too late. And he needs to succeed. And actually, he succeeded in a fortitude check by 1. And this gas just spread in the air, and he coughs. Oh, are you okay? Yes. Luckily, you told me about it, and I could avoid the gas. And then they see that there are a lot of spores spread in the area. This creature is cautious. It doesn't say that they are going to attack them. So for now, let's see the direction that they are going to move. And I assume, of course, that they are going to try to kill the spores or destroy them as they see them, right? At least I would do it. So it makes sense. Okay, so I'm trying to make it simple. The Thomas tried to get his bow and try to shoot. Let me see what kind of weapon he has. He has a dagger too. So he's going to use his dagger to destroy this one first. So let me just roll an attack in a melee combat, and he just needs to roll more than 6, so it's not so much. So he succeeded, dealing 4 damage and destroying these. These things are really weak. And then the Northman just see this one too, and attacks with melee combat and succeeds as well. And his damage is a d8. 5. Done. So they just move and destroy these things as they see. Yeah, just this. What is the weapon that Willow has? Let's see. Character sheet. Short sword, and the other one has a dagger. Okay, so and they do not have ranged weapons. So 15 is enough. So it's 34. 3. This one goes into this direction, and then let's see what happens. But I need to first try to destroy. And 7. Whoa, I almost couldn't destroy it. D6, 3 of damage. And then this creature sees them, and I think that it's going to take an opportunity here. So let's roll first senses for the Druid Seeker to see if he is able to detect the creature that's here. And I didn't define the target number, but I would say that it was 15, so he failed, meaning that this creature can attack him, can surprise him and the party. So the creature just jumps and attacks. Because as I got this lion as a reference, the lion has the ability fast and charge, meaning that he's able to move and attack really fast. And he has even senses and strength. Okay, so a lot of stuff. And 2 attacks, 2 claws. Whoa, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, so let's see. Let's just roll the attack twice. He has a skill die of d6. Phineas has defense of 11, so the first one hits. Whoa, and the second one also hits. And actually, they are both critical hits. Whoa, I think Phineas is going to be dead soon. So critical hits, great. So I need to roll. In a critical hit, a combat maneuver can happen as well. So let's roll the damage first. So 2d6, 10, and Phineas has only 9, meaning that Phineas goes down with just 1 hit. He goes to -1. There is no -1, actually he goes to 0. He's out of combat, and after the combat I should roll in the wounds table to see what happens to him. Oh, okay, then this guy sees Phineas being attacked and we need to roll initiative. And I'm going to roll them individually, and they are not going to enter in these areas, so it's okay. So let's see. Thomas has agility d4, but we rolled 10. So Thomas, take note on it. Thomas 10. Ragnar 18. Ragnar 18. Willow 14. And the creature 19, of course. So the creature 19. Okay. So Phineas is already on the floor. And the creature now should move. I would say it's, as it can charge, it goes directly to Hagina, but it's not able to perform 2 attacks. Or is it? It is able, of course. Yeah, it should be difficult. So the creature just attacks. The first attack is against his defense, 13, so 14 hits. 6 damage, 1 damage. Okay, 1 damage. Yeah, 1 damage. He has this skill called Iron Skin. Let me check what it is because I forgot. Iron Skin. Okay, all damage are reduced by 1. Cool. Meaning that he does not take any damage One thing that I just forgot, Phineas has alertness, meaning that he rolled with advantage his senses skills, and I just forgot about it. Okay, so he does not take any damage from the first attack. Let's see the second attack, and it is 14, so it hits him again, and 5, meaning that he gets 4 damage, so he goes to 12. Okay, so it's Hagnar's turn. So Hagnar's now hits as well. Melee combat D4. Target number is defense 13. 12. Oh no. Okay, but if I'm not wrong, as I didn't move, yeah, if I do not move, I have advantage on attacks made and received. Should I give advantage to this creature? Definitely not. So never mind. So Ragnar just miss. Then now is Willow. What Willow can do? Willow can use magic, but magic in this game spends health. But I think that magic it was what makes more sense. So let's see. He has Bolt of Fire and Swarm of Fire. So let's see Bolt of Fire. So in the fire spell, what is it? Bolt of Fire creates a ball of flame. Injure a target. Make a magic versus agility check to succeed. Treat as a magic attack. Okay, so magic versus agility. So my magic is Willow's magic is D8 against the agility. So let's see, 11. Oh man, and the lion is 15. Yeah, so Willow tried to cast. Actually, he casts this, but he cannot. He loses the target. He misses it, and he needs to spend one health point. So he's 9 right now. Okay, unfortunately. So now it's Thomas. Thomas has ranged combat D6, and he has a short bow. So he's going to use his short bow to shoot this creature. Oh man, the critical miss, critical fail. I rolled a 1. And when it happens, the weapon is damaged, meaning that I have disadvantage in my attacks. So, okay. Man, these guys are going to die. Definitely. Let's see. So now it's just, I like to reroll the I always do this. I roll initiative again. So let me try to roll it again to see who's going to be first now. It's dangerous, but I like it. So first is, let's roll for Thomas. 20, cool. So 20. Then Phineas, no, Phineas is dead. Is Willow, 18, cool. Ragnar, 7, and the creature 15. Okay, so Thomas and Willow go first. So Thomas, he shoots again. with his short bow that now is damaged, meaning that I need to roll with disadvantage. So it's going to be 17 or 6. Oh man. So he misses. And now is Willow, and Willow is going to cast again a bolt of fire. Is it the name? Bolt of fire, yes. Against the agility. 20. Cool. So 20 against 13. So he succeeds in it. And it goes 5 damage to this creature. And this creature, if I'm not wrong, has 15. Let's see. Oh man. Yes, 15. So it's now 10. Okay. Cool. Now it's the creature. So the creature is still close to Ragnar. So it's going to attack Ragnar. And Ragnar's defense is 13, if I'm not wrong. Yes. And it succeeds in the first attack, causing 4 more damage. Okay. I think they're going to... They need to retreat. I think they are going to need to retreat. Let's see. And the second attack misses. Okay, so it's going to be Ragnar now, and Ragnar is going to attack. And he uses melee combat D4. 16, yes. So a D8 damage. 2. Okay, so now the creature has 8. Now the creature has 8. Just taking notes here, just to show you guys. So let's reroll again. Initiative. Let's see, Thomas. 7. Ragnar. 18. Willow 4, and the creature 16. Okay, so Ragnar is going to attack again. 15, he succeeds in it. 8 damage. Whoa, exactly the amount of damage that was necessary to kill the creature. Whoa, the creature was really difficult because it was a level 3 creature, although it was only 1. But yeah, whoa, they made it. Great. So now that they made it, they go see Phineas how he is, and I need to roll in the wound table to see what happens to Phineas. Let's see what it is, where it is. Wound table, it's here. Wound table. So let's see what's written here in the rules. Health, a score represents the amount of injuries someone can sustain before dying at 0. Okay, and then once we are here, we can roll 1d20. 6. Lose an eye. Whoa. Lose 1 health forever and disadvantage on senses and ranged combat permanently. permanently. Whoa, lose an eye. You lost an eye. You lost an eye. Oh man, I'm sorry for that. So he has alertness, meaning that he has advantage on senses. But now, as he lost an eye, he does not have alertness anymore. And his maximum health was 9, but now is 8. And after this battle, definitely they need to rest. So, although it's still morning, and the combat of course didn't took the whole day, but I think that the next action that they're going to do is they're not going to move anywhere. They're going to spend the rest of the day trying to find something somewhere that they can rest. So I'm going to roll camping right now during the afternoon, and after the afternoon I can roll again during the nights if I failed. So let me roll first camping, and it's going to be a d4. 17. Okay, and let's move to the night just to see if I can have a better number. No, 9. Okay, so I keep the 17. So 17 decrease the chance of an encounter. However, I need to roll an encounter during the afternoon. Whoa, 2. And during the night, I'm going to roll 2 and get the best number. Okay, once again. Okay, so no encounters. So our heroes currently are in this hex. They have found a temple or shrine here. I didn't decide how I can just write here, right? Temple, and they rest, and they decide that they need to go back to the town. After this, they need to rest, to recover. Let's see how they can heal themselves. Injured can be injures. What is it? Injuries can be healed using bandage, medicine, potions, or magic, or overnight rest, 1d4 or fortitude skill per night. Okay, d4. I'm going just to roll d4. It's simpler. Although, where is it? It's here. Okay. So I'm going to roll, as Hakina has a fortitude, I'm going to roll fortitude for him just to see if he would have 19. So it would be a lot. So I'm going to roll 1d4 plus 2 for him. So he gets 5 points back, 13. And this guy could roll 1. So I'm not going to roll d4. I'm just put his with 1 health, and that's all for him. He has nature magic, but I'm not sure if he can heal. No, he cannot heal anything, and I don't think no one has health potion or something. No, they do not have. I just need to spend rations right now, and yeah, so everyone needs to eat. 9. So 9. I don't like to keep track of these things all the time, but I need it, otherwise it doesn't make sense to have this wilderness exploration. Okay, so yeah, our heroes, our explorers, they decide to go back. So as they already know this, I can roll lore if I wish, but they have basically the same, so it doesn't make sense to just roll lore. It would be the same die. So let's roll first the weather. Let's see how the weather is. I just remove these cubes from here. Okay. 8 goes in this direction. Whoa, now it's raining a lot. Okay, it's raining a lot. So now they have visibility is not the same. So bad weather might affect CCs. So now it's going to be 15. 15, they are here. They are here. And they want to go here. So let's roll. And they need to roll 15 on senses. Okay, it is a fail. And navigation, weather could affect the 6 as well. However, hex previously visited could reduce the DC too. So I'm just going to keep these as a 10. And 22 actually. So it's a critical success. I could even find something positive. I will not try to find anything positive here. So I'm just moving to here. And now we are in the afternoon. And I just need to roll an encounter. And no. Okay. And then during the night we reach the settlement. And I'm going to stop right now because this video is too long, but this is a basic session of a hexplore hexcrawl adventure. I'm a little bit slower because I'm not used to the Heroes of Adventure system yet. Usually when I do this by using basic fantasy is way faster, but I have actually two things here. This is new to me, and this is something new as well that I've just created and I'm not used to. But yeah, but I like it. I really like it. I enjoy it. It's interesting that we there are not so many hexes, and we already know that there are these dragons fighting in this region. And we found this temple as well with this weird creature. We already had someone in our group that lost an eye. So yeah, we can see that it's really dangerous to stay in this region, and we can have a lot of adventure here. Yeah, I like it. So tell me what you thought about this episode. If you have any idea, please share as well. Something that I could do to improve this method, or anything else that you see that should be improved. Feel free to share. I would love to to hear your thoughts. Thank you once again for being here, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.